Hello, welcome back to the Mix Academy. I'm David Glenn with themixacademy.com, and today we have part 2 of mixing Linkin Park. It's crazy that I get to say that. But today's video, we're going to be doing all things automation. We've got some snare automation, Stereobuss automation, just trying to take this one, enhance the emotion of the song, and make it just jump out of the speakers a bit more. So it's going to be a blast, but before we dive into that, I want to share that I have an entire mixing rock course. It's called Behind the Glass Mixing Rock, completely free for you to watch all of the video training. Link in the description. Definitely check that out. You're going to see me start the mix, gain staging, mix prep, organizing the session all the way through drums, bass, low end management, guitars. Awesome little pop punk track. We're gonna follow them straight to hell where they will gather. Give a shout out to my man Jordan Valeriot over at Hardcore Music Studio for sharing the tracks with me, letting me share those with you. We'll have links to him as well. And that's it, man. We're moving on. We're gonna check out this Linkin Park track, Behind the Glass Mixing Rock. Free link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Snare automation to lift the snare bottom during those ghosting fills. I mean, I don't want to make you guys sit here through that. I did it for this first little one here. I pulled down the sample. What are we at? -4, and we go to -12. So I pulled it down 8 dB. 8 dB, really? -12, -4, yeah. So 8 dB down the sample at those ghosting parts, and I pulled the live up. We didn't have a snare bottomer. I probably would have used that, but we go up. Let's see, 0 to 4. So up 4 with the live snare, down 8 with the sample, my sample, not their original sample. Let's go find. So now we have right there is another one. Of how I tried so hard in spite of the I don't know that we need to there. I tried so hard. Nah, we'll leave that alone. Maybe automate up. You are 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be 4 dB. Of how I tried so hard in spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I. Let's go find another ghost note right here. Time when I tried so hard. Boom, right there. Yep, right there. We're gonna lift the live snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. I might have hit 9. Oh well. That ghosting could come up even more right there. Will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard. I tried so hard. I'm gonna go up with the volume as well. Bunch of dB. Tried so hard. You can kind of feel it. Small potatoes. All right, moving on. Could automate some top end if you wanted to, make it feel a little bit more like a snare bottom. Let's go see, are there any more? Here's a fill, but I don't think it's... in you, pushed as far as I can go for all this. Did that? All this. Why does that feel weak? All this. It feels super weak. For all this, for all this. For one, we got the ghosting, the little snare roll. For all this, for all this. Just get that way up. For all this. Nah, it's kind of weird. The hi-hat. For all this. Nah, the hi-hat gets in the way. For all this. Be really nice to just be able to solo that. For all this, for all this. Whatever. All right. If I was I would probably at this point, I'm realizing that those ghosts needs to come up a little bit. I would take all these little parts and put them on my snare bottom trigger that I have set up. It's one of the Blackbird bundle snares. Sounds great. And I would probably put all these ghost notes on their own track and then get them in the mix a little bit more. But for time's sake, we're going to move on. But there you go. You have the idea if you want to do it for your mix. So, I don't know why this feels weak. It's like some phase cancellation or something happening here. There's phase cancellation going on right there. That's the only way that that's coming down like that. There's only one thing. You guys hear it, right? I'm not crazy? Okay, so let's try something. If we invert the polarity. We have to invert the polarity and boost the volume. So we're going to invert the polarity here. So here it's off. And then we need to pull the snare volume up for that whole section there. So snare level. Go back to our main. As I can go for all this. That's better. So, okay, moving on. There's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I love it. I tried so hard. I tried so. Same thing again. We're just gonna have to rock a little snare transient automation here. I tried so hard and got so maybe a hair less than that. I tried so hard and got I don't want those ghost notes, man. I tried so I'm going for all of it. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I tried so hard. Heck freaking yes. Okay, cool. So there we go. We've got that. Probably another 1 or 2 of those. Let's see. Nope. That was it. We did it. Cool. Note check. Snare automation. Bam. Bring some elements in during the verse. 75 instead of 100. Okay. So this is where I want the chorus to... the chorus already explodes. Chester's voice. The guitars come in. The drums energy, everything feels good, but I just want to give it the extra little lift. I'm thinking about 0.5 dB of Stereobuss automation, but also I want things to kind of expand as well. And I don't want to automate. You got the guitars coming in, they already throw you out wide. So I don't want to automate an imager like I might do in a pop song or something and really just give it that extra width. I think what we can do is collapse the verse a little bit more. Theirs is very mono.
It doesn't even matter how hard you tried. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain it. No matter how hard you tried. Keep that in mind.
So that guitar I have off to the left, I'm going to bring that in. We're going to veto my earlier decision to put that out there. I think it's this guy here. So instead of left, center, we'll just make it stereo, but
with one. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you tried. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is about.
I think I'm going to turn it down. Does that play in the? Does it even play in the chorus? I don't know. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring it in. It's already mid mono, but we're going to bring it in. Here, the reverbs we're going to bring in. I guess that's just the reverb send, so this might not make too much of a difference. We'd have to bring the reverb themselves in.
With one thing, I don't know.
And then we're going to drop the volume.
With one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you tried. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time.
It's too clean for me, too. Let's dirty this sucker up. Let's go for some harmonic character. I'm going to grab the London first.
With one. I don't know why. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know. Time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings.
Way better. Love that.
With one thing.
Dig it. Okay. So we have our main sound down the middle, but the reverb and stuff is going to be out wide, which I'm okay with. I think that's fine. I don't think there's really anything else to pull in.
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. I know time is a valuable thing to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, didn't even know
I would take that piano, when it comes back in, I would duplicate the track and separate all the times where the piano is in with vocals, with a verse right there, and I would take out some of the bottom end. It's a little rich, but we're going to leave that for you guys to do on your own version. Bring some elements in. I think that's fine. More kick click. I don't know that we need this anymore.
what it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far.
A snare fill is weak right there. We need more. That the last time we automated one up, we gave it what it needed. Let's see.
What it meant to me will eventually be a
Because we didn't automate this one. Let's pull it up. And I'm thinking we're going to give... Did we do clip gain to that? No, we missed one then. So we're going to pull that guy up, and we're going to pull the overall level of the snare up 2.5 dB.
be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end,
If we do, man, just a hint maybe. So this is for our analyzer.
be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end,
I'm going to do that. So we're going to bypass it. And then we're going to enable this only at the chorus. And we can find the chorus by these fills right here.
so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
This is where taking the time to do your markers could come in handy. I'm going to put one just there after the first chorus.
To lose it, it doesn't even matter. One thing.
So right here. So now, from there to that marker, and we're going to turn it on. So it's off at the verse.
Give a time when I tried so hard.
It actually needs to come in on the one of the chorus, not the last hit of the verse.
Give a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, one thing, I don't know why. Mocking me, acting like I
Can easily find it by looking at the chorus guitars right there. Whoop. So we did it here. Yep. So now
and got so far.
I like it, man. So this guy all the way through to here.
Put my trust in you.
We just don't need all that click in the kick energy during the verse. It dies down. There's not as much going on. Those guitars, though, it's screaming for us to have a little more energy in that kick. So let's go find the next one. The guitars, back up to the kick.
Trust in you. Pushed us.
Through to the end of the song, done. Note, check. More, tad in the verse, more in the I don't think we need more in the verse. Stereobuss automation and automate drum fills up. We did that, so now Stereobuss automation. I'm checking it off before it's even done, but this is going to be our finale. And to do this, we're going to go grab our Stereobuss. We're going to just use the mix bus here, and we're going to go up to that guitar. And we're going to drop the overall level down. Let's try 1 dB. This might be a bit extreme for this song. My gut's telling me we don't need to go up a full dB. But let's use this guitar as our marker here for the tempo. When the guitars hit, bam, we are going to come up. And then out here somewhere, we're going to start our descent. So we're going to go up 1 dB. And then...
One One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I design this.
All right, so now here's the true test. Do we need the Stereobuss to jump 1 dB at the chorus?
What it meant to me will eventually be a memory.
To check this, I'm going to listen at a much lower volume on my headphones or on the monitors. And do I feel the impact at a low volume? Because if we feel it there, then I'll crank it and see, do we feel, you're going to feel less of it at louder volumes. But we'll see what it feels like.
What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far.
I don't know. 1 dB might be okay.
What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end,
That's a lot. Let's crank it and see.
what it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite
We're going to keep the 1 dB. I think it works. It's awesome. And we're going to come out here to the end of that, pull it all up again, 1 dB.
really be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go.
I just do a gradual descent so that it doesn't feel like it just all of a sudden dropped. Kind of gradually takes. It's not as noticeable when you do that. And then I think we're here to the end of the song. Let's find that. We should really be doing this from the kick because that's where the transient lies. If you do it from the guitar and they're like slightly behind the transient of the kick, but I was getting a little lazy on you guys there. So here is boom to the end of the song. And we'll just rock out that full 1 dB back up to 0 for the rest of the song. And then we probably need to put like a fade out or something, but there we have it. There is our volume automation. Let's go ahead. Let's take a listen from the top. I want to hear if there's any little bits and pieces that need adjusting. And then I'm going to go fresh ears, probably make another tweak or two. If I do, I'll make sure I record it. But as far as I think, this is going to be the end of the mix. So here we go. Let's take a listen.
It starts with one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. One wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. Go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, Pro Tools. Dang it. I'm digging it, man. I think we got something here. I'm going to try one more time to let Pro Tools give us what we want here. Yeah, it may be a little bit too much at the chorus. The click and the kick is sticking out compared to, but I don't mind it, man. It's more of a modern sound for sure. The only thing I will say that I hear, theirs is darker. I almost wonder if we make ours darker at the verse. The vocals, maybe just make the vocals a little darker. Mike's voice a little darker. I don't know, maybe lean on the fact that it's a little more of a modern, it's kind of brighter. I don't know. I think we keep it, but let's see if Pro Tools will cooperate here. You know what? Let me go back. Let me check my limiter. We'll turn that off. And I'm going to turn Sienna off. Just use my Sonar Works here now.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard, in spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so.
So there's something I caught. We've got that bridge.
I've put my trust.
I love that it explodes, and I hate to do this, but we got to have that extra little bit for the chorus. Otherwise, it's just a continuation, and we don't want that. So instead of a full dB jumping at this bridge here, we're going to go up half a dB, and then the other half dB back to 0 at the final chorus.
I trust in you. Tried so hard
And there, we're going to go find that first kick,
and tried so hard.
which is right there. Bam. Back down, mix bus, and that's where we're going up the full dB to the end of the song. I don't know, somewhere out there probably. So half a dB up. So now we still get that little bit of jump that we've grown accustomed to. And I think, did I give it enough room? We'll just delete that. Those two, nope. Make it bigger so we can see what we're doing. And right there, we want the bottom one gone. Bam. So now we're up. Oh, we had it out here. So we were probably fine. So now we're good. Okay. So now let's hear that half dB at the bridge, and then let's hear the half dB at the chorus.
I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far.
I'm not a huge fan of the bridge not being back at 0 because there's so much energy there. But I want that final chorus to come up, and it's just that's a sacrifice we have to make. So pros and cons, but I like overall the vibe of jumping at the chorus. So guys, thanks for sticking with me. Man, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Super pumped to have mixed this. Man, what an honor. Chester, again, so sad, man. Rest in peace. Mental disorders are rampant nowadays, and I can relate in some ways to the struggle. The struggle is real, man. Life gets tough. So shout out to them, Linkin Park, the band, incredible talent. Would love to see them kind of do maybe a tribute to Chester reunion tour or something. I don't know, but had a blast mixing this. Takes me back to high school, like I said. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for sticking with me.